Have you ever felt that there's more to life than meets the eye? That beneath the surface of daily routines and responsibilities, there's a deeper meaning waiting to be discovered? Imagine if the key to unlocking this profound understanding lies not in distant places or complex teachings, but within you. This might sound surprising, but it's not what you think. Because the truth is, each of us possesses an innate spiritual essence that, once awakened, can transform our entire perception of existence. Consider this. Just as a seed holds the potential to become a towering tree, you too harbor a latent spiritual energy ready to blossom. This isn't about adopting new beliefs or following strict rituals. It's about recognizing and nurturing the inherent wisdom and peace that reside within your soul. When you tap into this inner reservoir, life begins to unfold in ways you never imagined. Challenges become opportunities for growth, relationships deepen, and a sense of purpose illuminates your path. This journey isn't reserved for monks or mystics. It's accessible to everyone, regardless of background or experience. It's about awakening to the realization that you are more than your thoughts, emotions, or circumstances. You are a spiritual being, and this awakening is the first step towards embracing your true self. Now, you might wonder, why is this spiritual awakening so crucial? What happens if we choose to ignore this inner call? The stakes are higher than they appear. When we remain disconnected from our spiritual essence, we often find ourselves trapped in cycles of dissatisfaction, anxiety, and a constant search for external validation. Life feels like a series of tasks rather than a meaningful journey. Without acknowledging our spiritual nature, we risk living a life dictated by external circumstances, swayed by every challenge, and devoid of lasting fulfillment. We may chase success, relationships, or material possessions, hoping they'll fill the void, only to realize that the emptiness persists. This constant pursuit can lead to burnout, strained relationships, and a sense of purposelessness. On the other hand, embracing our spiritual self offers a sanctuary amidst life's chaos. It provides clarity, resilience, and a profound sense of peace. By turning inward, we discover that true contentment doesn't depend on external factors but arises from within. We learn to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, understanding that each experience contributes to our growth. Ignoring this aspect of ourselves doesn't just limit our personal fulfillment, it also affects those around us. When we're disconnected, we may struggle to form genuine connections, offer empathy, or contribute positively to our communities. Conversely, a spiritually awakened individual radiates compassion, understanding, and authenticity, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys. To illustrate the transformative power of spiritual awakening, let's delve into some real-life stories. These narratives showcase how individuals, much like you, have experienced profound shifts by reconnecting with their spiritual essence. Take the story of Maya, a corporate professional who, despite her successful career, felt an unshakable sense of emptiness. She pursued promotions, accolades, and material comforts, yet a lingering dissatisfaction persisted. It wasn't until she began exploring mindfulness and meditation that she unearthed a deeper sense of purpose. Through daily practices, she connected with her inner self, leading to a career change aligned with her passions and a more balanced, fulfilling life. Then there's Raj, who grappled with anxiety and a constant fear of the future. Traditional methods offered temporary relief, but the underlying unease remained. Upon discovering spiritual teachings emphasizing presence and acceptance, he began to shift his focus from worrying about what's to come to embracing the present moment. This shift not only alleviated his anxiety, but also enhanced his relationships and overall well-being. Another compelling example is Lena, who faced a personal loss that left her questioning life's meaning. In her quest for answers, she stumbled upon spiritual literature that resonated deeply. Engaging in reflective practices, she found solace and a renewed sense of connection, not just to her lost loved one, but to life itself. Her journey transformed grief into a source of strength and compassion. These stories aren't about adopting a specific religion or philosophy. They're about individuals tuning into their inner wisdom, leading to authentic transformations. Their experiences highlight that spiritual awakening isn't a distant or abstract concept. It's a tangible shift that brings clarity, peace, and purpose. In embracing their spiritual selves, these individuals didn't escape life's challenges. They approached them with newfound resilience and understanding. Their journeys underscore a universal truth. When we align with our inner essence, we unlock the potential to live more meaningful, connected, and fulfilling lives. Even though the path to spiritual awakening is simple at heart, many people unknowingly take steps that block their growth. These mistakes are not because of a lack of effort, but because of misunderstandings about what it truly means to be spiritual. By recognizing these mistakes, we can clear the way for deeper connection and lasting change. One common mistake is thinking that spirituality means being positive all the time. People believe they should never feel sadness, anger, or doubt, thinking these emotions are signs of weakness. But the truth is, being spiritual doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It means embracing all your emotions with compassion, learning from them, and allowing them to guide you toward growth. Ignoring these feelings only makes them stronger, and pretending to be positive can make you feel fake or disconnected. Another mistake is looking for spiritual answers only in books, courses, or teachings from others. While these can be helpful, true spiritual growth comes from within. It's about listening to your own heart and intuition and finding your own connection to the universe. Relying too much on others' teachings can make you feel like you're chasing someone else's journey instead of walking your own. A third mistake is comparing your spiritual progress to others. People often think they're not as advanced as someone else, or they should be able to do what others can do. But spirituality is not a race or a competition. Each person's journey is unique, and it unfolds in its own time and in its own way. Comparing yourself to others only leads to frustration and doubt. Finally, some people think that being spiritual means giving up all material things or desires. They believe they must live in poverty, deny themselves joy, or avoid all pleasures. But being spiritual doesn't mean rejecting the world. It means engaging with it in a conscious and loving way. Money, relationships, and even success are not bad. They are opportunities to express your true self in the world. By understanding these mistakes, you can avoid the traps that keep many people stuck. You can walk your own path with more confidence, knowing that true spirituality is about honesty, balance, and an open heart. At the core of every spiritual practice lies one essential shift, moving from a place of fear and doubt to a place of trust and openness. This shift isn't about changing who you are. It's about seeing life through a new lens. A lens that reveals the hidden beauty and power within everything. This key shift starts with understanding that you are not separate from the universe. You are a part of it, and it's a part of you. Imagine for a moment that every breath you take is a gift from the universe, and every beat of your heart is a reminder that you are deeply connected to all that is. When you see yourself this way, life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a dance you're meant to enjoy. Another part of this shift is learning to trust the process of life. Many of us feel the need to control every detail, worrying about the future or regretting the past. But true spiritual growth comes from letting go of that tight grip and trusting that life unfolds as it should. It means believing that even when things don't go as planned, they're still leading you to where you need to be. This doesn't mean you stop setting goals or making plans. It means you hold your goals with open hands, allowing life to bring you even greater gifts than you could imagine. Trusting the process also means accepting that challenges are a natural part of growth. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, you can see them as teachers that help you become wiser and stronger. The key shift also involves learning to listen to your inner voice. This voice is often quiet and gentle, but it always knows what's best for you. By spending time in stillness, whether through meditation, nature walks, or simply sitting quietly, you can hear this voice more clearly. It will guide you to choices that align with your deepest truth. Making this spiritual shift doesn't happen overnight. It's a process of reminding yourself every day that you are supported by the universe, that you are enough as you are, and that you can trust yourself to navigate life's journey with grace. Even with the best intentions, doubts and negative thoughts can still appear along the spiritual path. This is normal and nothing to be ashamed of. Doubts are often a sign that you're growing and stepping outside your comfort zone. The key is learning how to handle them so they don't derail your progress. When a doubt arises, the first step is to acknowledge it without judgment. Many people try to push these thoughts away, but that only makes them stronger. Instead, notice the doubt as if you're observing a cloud passing through the sky. You don't have to believe it or act on it, just see it for what it is, a thought that doesn't define you. Next, ask yourself where the doubt comes from. Is it based on fear, past experiences, or something someone else told you? Often, doubts are echoes of old beliefs that no longer serve you. By recognizing where they come from, you can begin to see that they're not absolute truths, but stories your mind has learned to tell. Another helpful step is to bring compassion to yourself. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel uncertain sometimes. Everyone does. Doubt is part of being human, and it can even be a doorway to deeper understanding. When you meet your doubts with kindness, they lose their power over you. Negative thoughts can also arise when things don't go as planned. You might think you're failing or that you're not good enough. When this happens, take a deep breath and remember your progress. Look back at how far you've come and celebrate even the small steps. Each step is a victory. If you feel overwhelmed by doubt, it can help to talk to someone you trust, a friend, a mentor, or a spiritual guide. Sharing your feelings out loud often makes them less scary. You might even find that others have gone through the same struggles and can offer you support and wisdom. Finally, practice gratitude. Even in moments of doubt, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already present. This simple practice can bring you back to the truth of your journey, that you are growing, learning, and becoming the person you were meant to be. By learning to work with doubts and negative thoughts, you turn them from obstacles into stepping stones. They become part of your spiritual growth, helping you build resilience and deepening your trust in yourself and the universe. One of the most encouraging parts of the spiritual journey is noticing the signs that your practice is truly transforming your life. These signs are like gentle nudges from the universe, letting you know that you're on the right path. They might not always be dramatic, but they carry a deep sense of reassurance that change is happening. One of the first signs is a growing sense of inner peace. You'll find that situations that used to upset you now feel less powerful. Instead of reacting with anger or fear, you'll respond with calmness and understanding. This doesn't mean that challenges disappear, but you'll feel more equipped to handle them without losing your balance. Another sign is that you'll start attracting positive people and opportunities into your life. You might meet new friends who share your values or discover unexpected chances to grow and learn. These are not coincidences. They're the result of the new energy you're sending out into the world. You may also notice small synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem to point you in the right direction. For example, you might think about a person and then they call you out of the blue, or you might ask for guidance and find the perfect book or message in an unexpected place. These moments remind you that the universe is listening and responding to your energy. A subtle but powerful sign is that you begin to trust yourself more. Doubt and confusion start to fade as you rely on your inner wisdom to make choices. Even when things are uncertain, you'll feel a quiet confidence that everything is unfolding as it should. These signs don't mean you've reached the end of your journey. There's always room for growth, but they do show that you're moving in the right direction. Celebrate these moments, no matter how small they seem. They're proof that your spiritual work is making a real difference in your life. Staying connected to your spiritual self isn't just about big moments of insight. It's about the small, consistent habits you build every day. These habits help you stay grounded, open, and aligned with your highest self, even when life gets busy. One of the simplest habits is to start your day with a few minutes of quiet reflection. Before you pick up your phone or dive into your to-do list, sit quietly and focus on your breath. Remind yourself of your connection to the universe and set an intention for the day. This might be as simple as choosing to stay calm, to be kind, or to trust the journey. Gratitude is another powerful habit. Each day, take a moment to list 3 things you're thankful for. They can be big or small: a kind word from a friend, a beautiful sunrise, or simply the breath that keeps you alive. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present, and it opens your heart to more blessings. Another helpful practice is to check in with yourself throughout the day. Ask yourself how you're feeling, and if you've drifted from your sense of peace or purpose, gently guide yourself back. A few deep breaths, a kind word to yourself, or a quick moment of stillness can work wonders. At night, before you go to sleep, review your day from a place of love and learning. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, think about what you learned and how you grew. This practice turns every experience, good or bad, into a stepping stone on your spiritual path. These simple habits don't take much time, but their impact is huge. They help you build a steady foundation for your spiritual growth, so that no matter what happens, you can stay connected to your true self. Even as you build your spiritual practice, you might encounter obstacles, both within yourself and from the people around you. It's important to know that these challenges are a normal part of the journey, and with the right perspective, they can actually help you grow stronger. One common obstacle is fear: fear of change, fear of failure, or fear of what others might think. When fear arises, remind yourself that it's just a feeling, not a fact. Fear is your mind's way of trying to keep you safe, but it doesn't always know what's best for your growth. Acknowledge the fear, thank it for trying to protect you, and then choose to move forward anyway. Another obstacle is the doubt or criticism that might come from others. Sometimes the people around you won't understand your journey, and they might question or even mock your new beliefs and habits. When this happens, remember that their doubts say more about their own fears than about you. You don't need to convince anyone. Just keep focusing on your own growth and let your actions speak for themselves. You might also face setbacks, moments when old habits creep back in or when you feel like you're not making progress. These moments can be frustrating, but they're also opportunities to practice patience and self-compassion. Growth is rarely a straight line. It's a winding path with ups and downs. Every step, even the ones that feel like steps backward, is part of the journey. Sometimes, external challenges like work stress, family responsibilities, or financial pressures can make it hard to stay focused. During these times, lean on your spiritual habits. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection or a simple gratitude practice can help you reconnect with your inner peace. By facing these obstacles with courage and compassion, you turn them into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Each challenge becomes a chance to strengthen your faith in yourself and your journey. As you continue on this path, remember that your spiritual journey is as unique as you are. There's no one right way to grow, no single method that works for everyone. The key is to stay true to yourself, listen to your heart, and trust that the universe is guiding you every step of the way. You have already taken the first step by seeking deeper meaning and choosing to explore your spiritual side. That choice alone is a powerful act of courage and love. With each practice, each reflection, and each moment of gratitude, you're building a foundation for a life filled with peace, purpose, and joy. Know that the universe is always supporting you, even when things feel uncertain. Every experience, every person you meet, and every challenge you face is part of a larger plan that is helping you become the person you were meant to be. As you embrace your spiritual journey, celebrate each sign of growth, each moment of clarity, and each step you take toward your true self. You are on a beautiful path, and the best is yet to come. Keep going, keep believing, and keep shining your light for the world to see.